This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
Hey guys, this is Valerie Lauer with the iPhoneAppReview.com, here with a video app review of an app we've had this week called Pins Penguin Puzzler. This is an application designed for children, mostly, that has an adorable aquatic theme. It costs 99 cents from the App Store. It comes in a version for iPad. There's also a separate version for the iPhone and iPod Touch. Each version costs 99 cents, so not too big of a price, which is really nice to see. We're going to go ahead and walk through this main page of the application, take you into how the game actually works, and we'll go from there. This is the main page of the application. Play takes you to all the different levels that are available. Under options, you can turn on and off the music and sounds, you can reset the game, or check out the credits if you so desire. Now, as you may notice, there is sometimes a little bit of a delay in different pages loading. That was something that I noticed initially. It's a little bit frustrating, but we'll see about that in a minute. There is a help file that kind of tells you how to play the game. You're going to be using Pin the Penguin, and you're trying to move all the ice blocks to go home to your igloo. Each of these different levels has one logical way to solve them. You have to, again, take care of and remove all of these blocks. You can't leave any away. And you'll also be trying to collect these fish and racing the clock, although you can turn the clock off if you so desire, to complete the level and get higher star ratings. So we're going to go ahead and show you how this first level starts out. And as I mentioned again, a little bit of a delay. I kind of wish it was a little bit faster, but what are you going to do? You tap each block to move to it and get to the igloo, and you're good. So as long as you catch the fish in a timely manner, you can move on to the next one. Now, these first couple are just a way of kind of showing you, how you can play. So very, very simple. As you can see, cute little things pop up along the way, which is always kind of neat. And as you go along, it does get more and more complex. And something that I ran into pretty quickly is that with the way the motion actually works, it's almost impossible after you get for the first 10 or so of these to complete them in a timely manner and to continue going. I ran into an issue around the 8th one where I really had to turn off that timing function in order to even be able to get through these in a timely manner. And again, even on these couple, you're only a few in. Unless you go extremely quickly, you can't even get all 3 stars. And something that kind of frustrated me as well, is if you want to go back to the list of levels, you have to go back to the main screen, then press play again, and wait through all those delays to get back to the list of ones you can choose from. As you can see, as you go through these, you can actually it lists how many stars you get, and there are actually 60 different levels. There's a whole lot of gameplay here. If you want to turn off the sound, you can do that there. And then, sorry, the timing feature, you can do that there, and then it's a lot easier. But as you can see, once you get to a certain point, these are a lot more complicated, these levels. And even though I wanted to go to one of the more complex ones, it took me directly to one that wasn't quite so complicated. It took me to level 3 again. So a little strange. A couple of quirks to the application. I didn't really have a really smooth user experience in playing this. Again, even though I'm trying to load different levels, they're not popping up right now. So a couple quirks, a couple bugs in the game, but also just kind of a really fun application and a little more advanced than I thought it would be too. So not necessarily only for children, but something that's real, intuitive. Now this level, again, if it was timed, I would be having a really hard time even getting through it before the timer ran out. But when you run without the timer, you have time to figure out exactly how they want you to complete the level without having to, go ahead and error. So here at the iPhoneAppReview.com, we did give this application a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's relatively well made. The theme is cute and kid-friendly, but the actual gaming itself gets difficult, and there are quite a few little quirks, and the time that it takes to load everything is a little bit frustrating. So definitely could use some improvements, but all in all, a fun application. So here again with the iPhoneAppReview.com, this has been Valerie Lauer with a video app review. Until next time.